Hello people, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for being here. Thank you for your messages, for updates on what happened during those 7 to 10 days from now. I truly love when people come back to the reading because what happens usually, we just feed our curiosity what's going to happen, and we don't really always look at things back. And I would encourage you to do so, because you will also understand how to take messages differently, how to apply them differently. Because sometimes when I'm talking about a certain person in certain pile, it might seem for you that I know who you're talking about, Brigita, but not all the time is the same person that's on your mind. It's just because we're not aware of the situation just yet. Does it make sense? So I'd encourage you to look back to the past readings and see how that resonated for you, and I think it becomes a bit more of a enjoyable journey to watch these readings, right? So what else? I wanted to say that for those people who are clearing energies out, someone asked me to talk about this a little bit. I do use the pine tree, and I do pick up my wood from the forest, or like I did from the beach. There's still some sand there somewhere. So you don't necessarily have to buy expensive materials. All you have to do is to know the magical or spiritual healing properties of a tree that you are using. I usually pick these pieces up just randomly from the wood, best thing for me. So if you want to clear the spaces, specifically what I want to say to you guys, when it comes to trees, when it comes to plants, herbs, right? The best way to choose what's best for you, how I do it, I feel what's right for me usually. And only then afterwards, picking up a certain herb, I look it up and I look at the properties of it, and I realize why I needed that. So your intuition already knows what you need. Which wood you're supposed to use clearing energies, which herb you're supposed to be using at your altar, or for even in your tea, right? So listen to your gut, even if it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't even know anything about this plant, right? Just listen to your gut and then look it up, because this journey will become much more personal to you rather than every single person buying sage and Palo Santo. Makes sense? And I think we will be also saving on a lot of resources. Some of them are already running out, so just want to put it out there. And yeah, let's move on. Let's see what piles we have today. So these are the shells that I've picked from the seaside the last time I've been there, and that was that channeled reading that you saw, guys. So let me take my phone out of the holder, whoop, and I'm gonna show you what we have. So for pile number 1, let me pick it up because it's tiny. We have this shell over here. For pile number 2, we've got this one here. Focus, thank you. For pile number 3, we have this one here. I don't know if you can see, but it has a bit of a blue undertone in it. I don't think you can though. Maybe here? Tiny bit. And 4. And that's for pile number 4. So choose your pile, guys, as usual. If you want to meditate, do so. If you want to go by numbers, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, go by numbers. You might have seen certain numbers throughout this week. And I'm going to catch you in timestamps. Hey, pile 1. So let's see what we have for you. Right, what do I want to use for you? We're going to be looking at 7 to 10 days predictions as usual. And let's see. I want a different deck for you. What do I want? It seems like what I'm hearing straight away, let's do a bit of channeling, shall we? I'm gonna, I think, use the angel deck together with the urban. Good combo, great. One is very modern and the other one is very ancient like. Now, let's do a bit of channeling, because it seems like things have been weird for you, pile number one, I must say. You might have felt a lot of things coming through your dreams. You might have been a little bit chaotic energy-wise. Someone got even lightheaded in pile number one. Things have been weird, I'm feeling, for pile one energetically. Part of a journey, don't worry. Things are shifting, changes are happening. Acknowledge that and just kind of try to realize that it's normal. We all go through this. So I would say do not freak out, or do not try to overthink things. When it comes to even spiritual downloads, you know, give yourself rest. If you're having a day that is very ungrounded, I must say, just roll with it. Just roll with it, make the best out of it. Now, I saw a strawberry, literally. I don't even know what it means for someone out there, but maybe someone was looking for a sign and it's a strawberry. I must say what I see. It just popped right in front of my eyes. Let's carry on. Let's see. How will your week be like? I'm also going to be using, I think, the life path. I forgot how it's called. Overall week energy, please. Overall, we're gonna let gravity do the work. We have justice. We have justice, very nice. Truly love that music in the background. It's called Dance of Life, relaxing Celtic music for relaxation and meditation, if anyone is going to be asking. Now, let's see overall energies of the week. Two majors, very nice, and two very different energies. If you can see straight away, we have the Justice and the High Priestess. So one is very like straight cutting, formalities, legalities, all of that stuff, karma, serving karma. The other one is High Priestess. So major week and a half, I must say, for pile number one. We're gonna take a look a bit more into this. Where will your focus be, please? Where will piles one focus be? Counseling, okay. Okay, one more. Energy healing, yeah, very spiritual pile, makes sense. Energy healing, counseling, High Priestess, straight to the point. So if you are not someone who is in a spiritual field professionally, I must say that you might find yourself digging a bit deeper into things that are unseen throughout these 7 to 10 days, and you might find a solution to a problem I'm seeing here, specifically if it has anything to do with formalities, legalities, stuff like that. If you can't make up your mind which way to go, if you need a fair decision, if you're afraid of what's going to happen, this is saying you're going to find a lot of answers in the subconscious. You're going to find a lot of answers through the downloads, and you're going to find a lot of answers even through dreams. And dreams might be tricky, guys. So, you know, approach dreams from... be open-minded, because what's happening in the dream, it's usually a coded message. There is a reading I think I have done, the meaning behind your dream. If you're watching this and if you feel like you need an answer, what's that relating to? So you can look at that reading and maybe you're gonna find something there. But regardless, for any counselors, for psychics, for psychologists, for healers, anyone who has a connection with spirituality, this is gonna be a great week. You're getting your good karma back, I'm seeing here. Specifically those who have been a bit uncertain about the future, I'm seeing here. 7 to 10 days from now, majors are popping out like it's crazy. Look, look. 4 majors already. 4 majors. You're very protected, pile number one, throughout this time. Look at my world card. See? You're very protected by, would it be an angel, would it be a guide, would it be a deceased person, doesn't matter, but by a spirit, or shall we call it entity. And you will have a great idea. Let's see what is this idea. You're feeling enthusiastic, fertile, I must say as well. Pile number one. It's something about bringing sexy back. Yup. Okay, let's see. I mean, I don't know. For some of you, it seems like you feeling a connection with someone, might be from your workplace or someone you might have collaborated with. You're feeling this motivation and connection with someone. Now, it doesn't have to be, you know, the sexy back vibe that I talked about, but it can be for some of you. It seems like you will watch out for collabs, I must say. Communicate with people who feel like they are on a similar level mentally like you are, because there might be a very good collab happening or very good communication coming your way. If you've been trying to come up with an idea for a project or idea for how to better your work or how to better your finances stability, this is going to be a good week. It seems like what you're going to have to do though, you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone. That's one of the first things that I'm seeing here. And I think it's not the first time you're doing that. You'll be very comfortable with the uncomfortable, which I like seeing here, because you've experienced a lot of things in your life already. And you're like, well, why not moving forward? So it's all about moving forward. It's a big week. Major arcanas are out here. Step out into the world. This is saying try something new. Communicate with people. That's going to be quite important for you. See, Knight of Cups is all about proposals, exchanging ideas, exchanging proposals. I'm gonna give you that, you're gonna give me this, you know, and it's just a beautiful connection of some sorts happening here. I must say that someone might be jealous about you, so watch out for that energy, Kaka energy, as I like to say. But it's just because that your vibe is gonna be very good, and you're gonna be on top of the world here. And people who don't have that, you see, they might somehow, you might reflect that, you know, lack of light for them. And just don't take it personally, and don't take it as a reflection of who that person is, because I do think that this is just gonna be a couple of hours of that person's day where they truly felt like shit, you know. And I do think that they're going to be quite apologetic about that, and they will be regretful how they reacted. Well, and I looked at the bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords, yeah. So don't be, you have a lot of power, pile number one, don't be harsh on people, right? So let's see, what else? What's going on? What's up? Yeah, I said don't be harsh on people. Queen of Swords is like, hello. So wow, I like this. I like your energy a lot, pile number one. I think this is the best week for you to deal with any boring stuff like formalities, legality, signing stuff, or paying bills, or something that you didn't want to do for X amount of time. Get things sorted when it comes to I'm hearing official, you know, maybe government, something connected to that. That's going to be a good week for you here. I do think that some of you might find a really good counselor, or a very good psychologist, or a healer, spiritual person in general, you know, or someone who's very good at psychology, and this person might clear things for you. Yeah, we have the Four of Swords. It's a contemplation card, right? It's a good week. It's a very good week. I do think that this week will somehow push things to move forward for you. Let's take a look at what you'll be successful at, Kipper deck. Mean woman. Yeah, the female is quite prominent here. If you did have any issues with a female figure in your life, or a young man, it seems like things will be sorted. If things were stagnant before, they will kind of clear. Now, work here, occupation, this is going to be kind of your main concentration. I do think that you might come up with a solution or a different approach to your work, because if you look at this card, This is a very unusual occupation, right? If you look at this lady, she's a witch, and it seems like you will find better ways how to make your work better, or you will discover something about there is an idea how to proceed. I'm hearing how to proceed, right? Anything else? What should you watch out for? What should pile one watch out for? Thoughts. Yeah, don't stay in the place of overthinking too long, because it's gonna just make things a bit gloomy for you, a bit like a moon card, you know, illusions and stuff. Yeah, gloom and doubt, because that's what's gonna happen. So this is saying be in the present moment, do things that you are happy doing, avoid overthinking if you can. I would say write it down. If there is something on your mind that you're like, damn, I don't know how that's gonna go, write it down, you know. I'm worried about this and that and that. Leave that worry in your book. Done. Unless you can do something about it. If you can't, just leave it in the book. What should you avoid doing? This is saying don't overly mother people, because you're gonna need that energy for yourself. So make sure that the attention and the expression of care is equal. See? 6 of Pence. What to avoid doing. And this came up in that position, which is 6 of Pence. In this deck, this is someone helping the other one out. This is saying pay attention to how much help. Not pay attention, but recognize if someone who's asking for a help, or how much time you're investing, or what kind of resources you're giving to another person. This saying don't waste your money on other people if you have been burned by them before. Or another case, what I'm seeing here, gonna keep your material things next to you. Okay, this thing, don't lose what you have. Yes, you can share, don't be egoistical, and I don't think that you are, but there is something about a situation where one person is oversharing and the other one doesn't deserve it. So that's something to avoid for you, pile one. Anything else? And this is saying don't keep your walls up with people. Someone has a wall up with a specific person. It's like they can't get in, they're saying. So remember that you are protected, right, already by the angel here. And it's saying maybe you need to open up a bit more to someone out there. Someone maybe who asked for forgiveness, or you need to forgive for yourself, not for them, so that you can move forward with your life. It's something about you being closed off and kind of trying to protect yourself against something, but this is saying nothing is against you. This was an experience of some sorts. Forgive, forget, move on, because for some of you there might be a blockage there, you know, in your emotional field, something that you built around yourself, and this is saying losing the grip a bit. Okay, so I hope that made sense, pile one. If you want to donate to my channel, the link is down below. I truly appreciate every single one of you, and I'm gonna catch you next week. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen the second shell, we started with your reading, so let's see what we got here. Let me have a sip of coffee before we start. I do want to kind of think about which deck I want to use for you, because I'm not sure just yet. I think the good old steampunk. Good old steampunk. And then for main energies, we're gonna use the Urban Tarot and Life Purpose. Okay, cool. We got your decks. I kind of want to channel a bit before we start. Right. What's happening? Ooh, I just saw a car. So that car can mean many things to many people, right? So let me just kind of cover a couple of things here. You might be thinking about investing in a new car. Something has happened with the car. I'm seeing a bruise, so maybe someone has scratched the car. But more so what I'm feeling, that card seems to me a bit more like a Chariot card. And I do think that there might be movement of some sorts happening in the future. So even if you wanted to buy a car or you wanted to improve your current car or fix it, this is gonna be happening, I'm seeing here. It's something about being better at moving forward, if that makes sense for you guys. I saw a ring too, but that ring reminded me of the friendship ring. So I do think you're gonna be connecting with someone dear to your heart. You're gonna have a lot of good time together, and it's like renewing the vows, but friendship vows, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone has already texted you, that maybe whom you haven't spoken for X amount of time, or you will be wanting to do so. So go ahead and communicate with that friend, reconnect with them, or even if you are spending time together, do something exciting together, okay? And partly in this channeling, I do think that there were a couple of predictions there. So if you feel like you're not going to be the one to take action, know that this will be happening to you, okay? Overall energies, please, pile 2 of a week. We have the Science card, which is the 6 of Swords in this deck. What else? And we have the 3 of Pens, okay, which is works in this deck. Right, let's see, life path cards. Why I'm pulling these, because I feel like it gives me extra messages. I don't even know why I'm using that for the weekly one, but I felt pulled to do so. So I just listened to my gut. Wow. Wow, don't shout at me, Tarot. Oracle deck, okay. See, what's happening here, you are the one who will be taking a leadership role here. It seems like you might be uncertain about yourself. You might have been uncertain about how powerful you are, how good you are to do a certain task, right? So what this week will be teaching you is how to step into the leadership shoes. Those who are leaders already and you are example for other people, you maybe teach them, you maybe guide them, you show them way. It seems like you're gonna have a pretty good week, because I'm seeing a lot of people asking for your services or people asking for your guidance. You are the one, the smart one. You are the smart one, and people wanna work with you, or people wanna show you attention, I'm seeing this week. It seems like someone will have to get their trust back on track, because someone has lost faith in one aspect of their life. And you'll be looking at that bubble of yours, right? So this is a bit like your life. That bubble is your life. And you will be regaining the trust in things that you've lost faith in, which I really like seeing here. For pile 2, you're such a strong people, but it seems like you have been knocked down throughout life. And at one point, every time you stood up, right, you were like, okay, brushing it off. Nothing happened, moving on, right? You're very strong people. But there was one situation that stuck with you where it seems like you still haven't picked yourself up completely, or you still haven't rebuilt your faith. And it's saying that something that you should focus on that might be connected to heart matters or to your health or communication with another person, because it's swords as well, right? But whatever the case, it's saying you're rebuilding yourself, and it's somehow you're building yourself up. This is literally what I'm seeing. Look at that body here, right? You're building yourself up, specifically when it comes to your health or health of a person who is nearby you. If you are worried about someone, this is rebuilding your health. Okay. Whew. Okay, like what else? Stop. Next 7 to 10 days from now, please. Wow, chose, right? 6 of Wands, the Star. Do you remember how I said I see a lot of people around you? So that's what's happening in the 6 of Wands card in this deck, a lot of people look up to you. And because it seems like you are a dream of other people. See, some people want to do things that you do, or they want to be like you are. And you're going to have to remind yourself to keep your head high. Keep your head high, but don't forget to ask for help if you need help. Clarify justice, please. What do we have here? Very, very interesting. Now, those who have been in a situation that was unfair, you haven't been treated fairly, it seems like justice will be on your side. So any kind of karmic situation I'm seeing here, someone is done and over with the karmic situation and they are moving on. Now the other thing is, I do sense that you might specifically if you're dealing with law or formalities, you might find that you are the one who is a winner. Anyway, in any situation here, guys, it seems like people look up to you, how well you've done. It's like as if someone won some kind of a battle. Would it be internal battle? Would it be competition? Would it be something that they've been seeking for? They got it. And this is a winning week I'm seeing for most of you guys. For others of you, there is some kind of an offer coming your way. Let's see what's that talking about. What is this offer about, please? And the offer is coming from someone who has a lot of power in the place where they work, or this is just a very powerful person. They have their life very structured. This is someone you would want advice from, or someone you would want to be on your side. And it seems like this person is like, hey, what about that? You know, here is my offer, or here is my suggestion. And it seems like you respect this person very much. So a big week, a very celebrity-like feeling, I must say. Pile number 2. I don't know what's up, what you do, or who you communicate with, but it seems like I'm feeling a very well-known person vibe here. Maybe you have your own social platforms with a lot of following. If so, or if you're communicating with a person who does, this is gonna be an amazing discovery for you. A great week, I must say, guys. I can't stress this enough. It's almost as if someone is getting recognized, or someone is being praised for something good. Intense. 10 of Cups on top of that. I'm giving up. I'm leaving. Bye. Relationships are good. Relationships are good. Are you feeling cared for? You feeling loved? A bit more about those 10 of Cups, please, because we're nosy here. Wow, don't be. I feel like I need to take those two. It seems like there's gonna be a person that you will feel very at peace with. Someone who feels a bit like home. And whoever this is an intuitive person I'm seeing. It's like someone's observing you, and they might even uncover or tell you some kind of secrets or information that you were not aware of before, I must say. And it might be the same person we talked about, someone who has good status in their life, someone who has probably a lot of friends, very communicative, very good at building their own life, I must say, and they have everything structured, you know. And I do think that this might be the same person we're talking about, but you are uncovering some kind of truths. So secrets are coming to light, and these are not necessarily bad things that are coming to light. I don't see that. So it's more about clarity for pile 2. See, let's see what you're gonna be good at, what you're gonna be successful at throughout this week and a half or a week. Work, occupation. Yeah, obviously, because this whole reading screams respect. Rest, yeah. See, and it sits on the 4 of Swords. You're gonna get rest a bit more than you had before. It's as if, you know, someone got recognized, and then they can take a deep breath and say, you know, I've done it. I've reached my goal. Wow, sorry guys, 1 card on the floor. Gift, and it goes literally next to the Ace of Pens. Someone is gifting you something, so I'd say good deeds are happening. Exchange of a good energy, I must say, throughout this reading. Let's see what to watch out for. Watch out for success in love. No, I'm joking. But watch out for, okay, getting it. We're gonna clarify this. Watch out for being in a big group of people, and I do think that someone has an eye on you, and they might be or controlling or jealous. It's something along those lines, and that is why you have to watch out for someone who truly appreciates you, but not in the healthiest manner, if that makes sense. So you might find jealousy, you might find yourself in a situation where someone wants only you. There's a bit of, you know, control, or a bit of wanting you for themselves, whoever that would be. What to watch out for? See, and the World card came up, and the World card is usually, I take it different way, but you see, someone is holding a baby and it's theirs, and it's very protected. It's about someone is overprotecting you, so watch out for that, because I don't think that it serves you very well. And it's some kind of a wish that you have in your love life. You wish that something will happen. It's saying see situations clearly, because the 7 of Cups nearly came out. You need clarity on the love life, this is saying. So maybe don't rush into things. Yeah, because these all cards are talking about what to watch out for. Don't rush into things, you know, take it slow. Do not allow someone to push you to do things that you don't want to do, or have your boundaries straight. Something along those lines here. Specifically when it comes to people living with you or someone you used to live with. So it can be a family member, it can be your partner, you know, it doesn't matter what situation we've got here, but it's just saying make sure that you're not giving yourself to everyone. You know, save yourself, because you're gonna have to focus on big things that you'll be doing in the future. Hopefully made sense. If you would like to donate to this channel, I truly appreciate every single one of you who have so far supported me, and I'm going to catch you the next week. Bye for now. Hello pile number 3, whoever has chosen the 3rd shell. We're starting with your reading. Let's see which deck we're gonna be using for you today. Being drawn to the Texture Tarot for you guys, and the Urban Tarot. We're gonna stick to that. We're gonna pull overall energy of a week, and let's see what's up. Pile 3. Kind of want to channel a bit for you too, guys. I've done it in the previous piles. I heard mechanics, so I don't know why, but would you be fixing something around the house, or something will be fixed? I'm seeing, but it does seem that it doesn't have to be the actual mechanics of material things. What I'm seeing, it seems like you'll be fixing something about your life. And I think a lot of you have been already focused on doing so. And I just saw a bed of a baby, which is weird. A bit like a buggy as well. So you might be focused on taking care of the little one or taking care of your dream, because kids usually represent our ideas and dreams too. So as if you are nurturing a child, or you're focusing on caring about the child or the idea, which is your baby. Makes sense? Let's see. Overall energies of the week, pile 3. Wow, Emperor is here. You'll be very strict, I'm seeing this week, for sure. 3 of Pence, it came up in the other pile too. Stay. Stay. Thank you very much. It's about structuring your life how you want it to be. Pile number 3, and 3 of Pentacles came up. It seems like you'll feel very motivated, and if you haven't spoken your mind, you'll be speaking your truth. Specifically, if you have been holding back communication, you'll be like, that's how I want things to be done, and this is my opinion. You are very much respecting yourself and respecting your needs, your dreams, as well as you are gaining respect in your workplace too. If you don't have a job right now, it seems like you are finally going to grab what is yours. You are almost like you are taking the control over your life a bit more than you have done before, and now you are ready to get things that belong to you, if that makes sense. One of the cards we have, it says trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So it's very career oriented reading, and also very foundation oriented, which is, you can see here, there is a building being built, right? So building things up and study. You will be focused on your wisdom. You'll be spending more time researching things, looking things up. Look at this guy here. Would it be online? Would it be from the book? You are focused on your own education, educating yourself, being better, improving. Self-development is a big thing. This is a powerful pile. I like seeing that. What's up, pile 3? See, swords coming up. You know, speaking your truth, something that I was talking about before. You know, that's what I see. That's what kind of idea I have. I'm gonna go with it. You are holding very strongly onto your own beliefs. I do think that you either will be spending time with friends, or you will speak up. You will speak up about something. Would it be talking to a friend very openly, or coming up with an idea that involves friends? We have 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, number 3. I like this energy for you because it seems like you will be in this creative mindset. You'll be working on something that you truly care about. So you might come up with some kind of a craft, or you might be crafting things. In other case, you will be taking care of your long-term goals. And as if I see a vision of you standing at the window or daydreaming a bit, imagining how you want your future to be. So you are kind of painting a picture of your future life. This is all about stability, all about pentacles, this pile, and about friendship. So you might have a get-together that I'm seeing here. Someone is coming your way, or you are coming someone's way if restrictions are lifted. If not, this is just gonna be an online get-together, if that makes sense. Seven of Swords. Let's see what that's talking about. This is already talking about what to watch out for or what to keep an eye on. This is saying you will be shown who has been maybe shady to you, or you will be shown what situation is shady and that's not something that's for you. Specifically when it comes to equal sharing things equally. This is saying before signing things or before deciding, making decisions, make sure that you're gonna gain as much from it as well as the other person. It doesn't have to be formalities. It can be anything material, or it can be resources like time, you know, assistance, how much you're gaining, how much you're giving back. Realization makes sense, right? A week of realizations. It's interesting because the other two piles had very strong energies too, so it seems like big things are happening, guys. Yeah, slowly steady. This week you'll be slow and steady, focused on your dream, focused on your vision, and you will be working at it. Knight of Swords, where are we moving forwards to? What is this talking about? Okay, it seems like you'll be moving towards a successful partnership. Would it be a romantic partnership? Would it be a business, or let's say friendship? You will be moving towards to successful relationships. So if you had any issues before, it seems like you'll be clearing things out and you will feel supported. You'll feel very much supported. I'm looking at that hand, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if someone has offered you a stable relationship or more stable relationship, you know. Would it be romantic? Would it be your husband, your wife, or even a friend in some cases? Someone is coming towards you to show appreciation and show love and say, hey, you know, we should maybe do this. There's an upgrade to a relationship. Yeah, and maybe it's happening because one of these people in this connection were maybe not 100% in it, and that's something that will, yeah, Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and it's gonna change. So one of the people will stop juggling two things at once and focus only on the other person, which I really like seeing here. So relationships are good. I like that. Your pile is very straightforward, pile 3. What you're gonna be successful at throughout this week? Rest. You're not gonna be rushing things. You're gonna be taking one day at a time. Yeah, something false, and we have, you're gonna recognize do you remember how I talked about shadiness? So Seven of Swords is something false for me in this deck, Keeper deck. It's saying you'll recognize what was said maybe behind your back, or something that you had a gut feeling about, but you didn't have proof. So you'll be recognizing things. What you'll be good at, please. Yeah, your money is on point. You feel stable. Makes sense because we have the Queen of Pentacles here too. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. You know, your foundations are strong, stronger than before. You are focusing on getting the coin, which I like seeing here. Now let's see what to avoid or what not to focus on. What to avoid or what to watch out for. Spending time in a group of people. Spending time in a group of people, this is saying maybe I'm seeing a vision of someone maybe who is being invited somewhere, or who is being invited to chat, you know, and you'll be like, you know what, I have a priority that I want to focus on, and that's something that I'm gonna just continue focusing on. Is as if you won't have time to waste, and you will be very much goal-oriented, because you're gonna be focusing on your studies, on your self-development, on trusting where you're going career-wise, and it seems like your money will seem to be improving. And abundance, I'm not thinking that for all of you is gonna be an abundance only financial. You're gonna feel abundant throughout this week, okay? What to watch out for? Yeah, something false, good news. You see where I'm getting at? Make sure that something is not too good to be true. If your gut feeling is saying that's too good to be true, or I don't trust this situation or person, your gut feeling is most probably going to be right. And that's something to watch out for. Watch out for fake promises. Watch out for things that sound very good, but in reality, they might disappoint you. It's one of those things that I'm seeing here. Gut feelings. And I do think that you're going to avoid that. You're just going to brush it off and say like, nah, that's not for me, not feeling 100% about it. So it was a quick one for pile number 3 because you're very straightforward. I hope that made sense. If you'd like to support this journey of mine or this channel, the link is down below. I truly appreciate every single one of you. I'll catch you next week. Hello, pile number 4 people. Whoever has chosen this shell, last one. Over here, let's see. I'm going to be using for overall energy for the week or the week and a half, the Urban Tarot deck. And we'll see which deck is drawing my attention for you guys, pile 4. Thank you. Wow. 10 of Cups is here. We love this. We love this. We'll take it. We won't put it back, right? This was a bit messy. I do think that I want to take the bottom card as well. I think it was meant to be. We have the 10 of Cups as an overall. We have the 7 of Swords. And we've got, I'm sorry about the birds outside. Is it annoying? Can you hear it? I'm not sure. I have mic on. I mean, I love birds, but not like, all the time. Oh, it reminded me of a friend who couldn't get to sleep, and I asked him like, did you party last night? And he went like, Sorry guys. Straight away got what he meant. Now, see, what we don't like seeing here and what we're gonna be avoiding is seeing the 7 of Swords next to the Knight of Cups in this deck, because he's the seducer here. See what I'm getting at? So I would say focus on communication with people who make you happy, but have, specifically when it comes to romantic things, it seems like you might have your tinted glasses on in a particular situation within the next week or week and a half. Because it seems like someone truly wants to seduce you, but it's great, like enjoy your life, live your best life. But we have 7 of Swords there. So make sure what they're promising or the intentions are pure, okay? Just want to put it out there for some of you. Overall, your focus will be on relationships, specifically romantic relationships. I'm seeing some of you will be a bit of in this place of wanting to flirt, wanting to feel loved and sharing love with others. So let's take a look a bit more. What is happening throughout this? Yeah, see, 6 of Wands is here. It's very different in this deck than it is in the others. You're focused on the family. You're focused on, there's Wands coming up, passion. Feeling passionate, sharing that passion with other people. Would it be sexual? Would it be romantic? Would it be just passion for life? Now let's pull a couple of cards from the, I think it's called Life Purpose deck. Author, some of you might be writers, but even if you're not, you don't have to be. It's something about discovering information in the books or written information. You'll be focused on development and health as well. You do have healing hands, I'm seeing pile 4, or you might be healers already, you know. This is something that you'll be focused on. Focus on how can you find information out there that helps you out to progress. And also, how can you better one's health, or how can you better your health? Would it be doing something physical to the other person that helps their body, you know, like a bit like doctors, masseuses, do, or energetically. What is happening this week, please? What is happening? The Queen of Cups is here. I love this Queen of Cups in this deck. It's a big contrast of what this imagery represents, and how the Queen of Cups truly is. Take a look at her face. This queen is the most loving queen, and in this deck, I'm so sorry guys, what the hell? In this deck, maybe that's why it came out. I must say, some of you might get laid. Just saying. Okay, and it's gonna be probably very good, but don't get burned. If you know that this situation is a bit like shady and you're like, it's just a temptation. As long as you know what you're going into, live your extra life, right? Because it's gonna feel very good emotionally, and I think sexually too. I just don't like seeing that Seven of Swords there for someone out there. But look, in this deck, this queen doesn't seem very emotional and very much like, hey, take my cup, love everyone. She has her bitch face on, she's a bit like, yeah, I'm loving, but I'm not gonna give my cup just to anyone. And I think that might be relating to this situation. I do think that someone is gonna be after you. This pile number 4, whoever has picked this pile, it's all about passion and relationships. I can't read it otherwise because, come on, look at the cards. I do think that some of you will shift your focus towards the family or things that you love doing, and you might friend zone someone, but it's gonna be a fine line. Because someone will take advantage of the situation and they'll love it. Someone is seducing you. Yeah, look, some of you are like, nah, I don't want you. Yeah, maybe it makes sense because this Queen of Cups is a bit like, I have this cup, but I don't know if I'm going to share it with you. And then bang, we have Nine of Pentacles next to it, being single, enjoying the single life. So it seems like there might be a hookup, or there might be a situation where you will be flirting with someone, or someone is going to try to get your attention, and you'll be like, well, you know what, nah, I don't feel like it, like I don't want anything serious. So in some cases, I do think that you might be the player, pile number 4. Interesting. What is going on? Yeah, see, one of these people, whatever the situation is, they will be kind of worried about this connection. It might be prior this romantic encounter, it might be after. I'm just gonna roll with it because this is a very romantic pile, a very sexual pile, I must say. If that's not your vibe, well, as I said in the intro, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but maybe just listen to it, take what resonates, and it's very hard to say what resonates when you haven't seen the future, right? But maybe pick another pile too, because I know some people don't like to hear about love, and I had a couple of comments like that, You're like, the moment I heard you talk about love, which I don't do very often, as you know, guys, I try to keep balance. I had to click off because I don't want it. So if that's not your vibe, completely, choose another pile. But it seems like someone has another person put it on a pedestal, and it's like the other person is their wish fulfillment. And they are very worried the next week and a half about how this connection will end. It seems like someone can't take their mind off someone else here because someone is unreachable. See the fertility in this pile, it's all here. The Empress came up. It seems like someone seems a bit unreachable. They have it all. The Empress and the Nine of Pentacles is saying that this person doesn't need a woman or a man. They want it. So they only take a woman or a man or allow them in their life when they want it. It's not because they need it, if that makes sense. Now, if you are in the commitment, I must say that kids will be a big thing here. It's a fertile pile, so if you want to have children, I think this is going to be a good week. Otherwise, it seems like you will be sorting things out in your relationship if you are in the commitment. And if you had any issues in your sex life, I must say that things will be coming to light. and the Magician is here. Guys, you make me laugh. Pile 4, stick with me, because oh damn, there's a song that's in my head, and it's by, let me remember, wait, let me search for it. What's the artist called? Bear with me. Gallant. It's spelled 𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒂, and the song is called Gentleman. So that's what kind of vibe I'm getting here. But it has a mixture between the Gentleman song and let me remember it. And neo sexy love / neo independent. You know, this is what this pile is talking about for me. It's someone is manifesting the other person. They're like, I'm gonna get you, I don't care. I want to experience you and I don't care. And that's what is happening for pile 4. So if you don't want to have children, you know what you have to do. I'm not going to educate you on that, but I'm just saying it because, you know, it's a very fertile pile. Make sure that, well, make sure, it's up to you, you know. It seems like someone might be worried at the end of a day. Why are they worrying about? Because they are left out alone, they are soul searching. So it seems like there is that connection happening, and then maybe a person, one of you guys, is distancing themselves from the connection, and it might feel a bit worrying for someone else, you know. Oop, sorry guys, card on the floor. What do we have? What do we have? We have the Knight of Wands. See, someone comes in your life or in their life and leaves like that. It was great, it was amazing. And we have the Three of Wands here, you know, when someone has their bags packed and they leave in. So it seems like someone is seducing someone's mind, someone's body, and will leave the other person questioning themselves. This is a big player vibe, but not because this person is intending to, okay, I'm just gonna play with this person and leave them hanging. It's because it's just gonna be that mood. This will have to happen somehow. Someone needs to fulfill the needs I'm seeing. Would it be wanting to flirt, wanting to get laid, wanting to have attention, you know? And it seems like they're back to business. There is a meme. Wait. I'm gonna show you how it feels like. Yeah. I'm gonna show you this image, and that's literally it's summing up what's happening there. Let me take the phone out of the holder. Whoop. That's how it feels like. Whoops, almost stepped into some shit. Feelings. Back to this money. Guys, I don't know if that's you, and I do think that for a lot of you that's you. Back to this money. You're like, nah. You know what? But this experience have to happen. There is a reason for everything, and it seems like, you know, I'm hearing a storm was brewing, and there's a release happening throughout the 7 to 10 days from now. Anything else that is happening apart from that, because this reading is crazy, like, yeah, I told you it had to happen. We have the Judgment here in order to somehow learn from this connection, from this situation. Okay, there is a time for realization after that storm is gone, you know. Yeah, look, after the storm is gone, and this is someone meditating. Time for contemplation, truly thinking what you want in your future relationship. Would you be single? Would you be in relationship? Interpret this pile as it suits you, okay? Yeah, look, taking notes. It's a learning experience, pile number 4. What I want to do for you, though, I want to pull a couple of cards from the, I forgot how it's called, Whispers of the Ocean Oracle. Anything else? It's going to be a bit of an advice. It's in distinctive potential. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. That's in what kind of mode you will be in. Anything is possible. You'll be like, I got it. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. Yeah, you're very action oriented. You're very much like, I'm gonna go and get this. Anything else? Oh, love this. It says waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now. Waiting. So for some of you, this might be talking about maybe before you act, wait around so that you don't end up in the 9 of Swords situation, but that's not for many of you. Because you're very action oriented and you know where you stand and you know what you want to get from life, and that is going to be your main drive. Anything else? Single-mindedness. Choose your own path and what is best suited to you. Apparently I can't read anymore. Yeah, focus on self here. What do you want? What do you need to charge? You know, which part of you needs charging, this is saying. Go and get it. Pile number 4. And that's something that you'll be doing. I truly hope that this made sense. Pile 4. This was a very exciting and interesting reading, I must say. When I looked at the time of my phone, start of pile number 4 was 1616. Maybe it's gonna be a message or a sign for someone out there. And if you'd like to support this channel, the link is down below. I truly appreciate every single one of you. I'll catch you next week. Bye for now.